27 is management and the female is
As an assignment editor, I'm kind of the traffic cop, kind of a community connector, point of reference for the station, answering the phones, keeping an ear on the police scanners, talking with press information officers around the city or around the state, whatever, depending on the story, helping to assign crews and working with the producers on the next show. You have to be a good multitasker, and sometimes you reach your limits. You have to be good at prioritizing. If you've got one person calling, about something serious that's going on, or you're trying to get information about a serious news story, someone else thinks that their issue is just as serious when it really doesn't meet, the priorities. My background is as a photographer, so I'm generally outside and working one-on-one with people. Fundraising. This job, you're in the newsroom and you're working with more people and more face-to-face, and the immediacy is really good, and it can be real exciting. It's just an interesting job.
Welcome to the WBNS 10 TV Newsroom. Let's start in the eye of the storm, the assignment desk. The assignment desk staff is responsible for jumping on developing stories, managing reporters and photographers in the field, and passing down story assignments to staff on location or in the newsroom. They man the phone lines, listen carefully to
Welcome to our newsroom. This is where our news staff finds and produces all of the stories you see every day on all of our newscasts. Our producers sit here. This is what we call the producer pod. They write everything from the good morning, I'm Rosemary Pliven, to the thanks for watching, have a great day. Pete's working on a newscast that will air later today. But they're just one part of the process. Of course, our reporters are always busy trying to find the news of the day. This is where they sit. You may notice no one's sitting here right now. That's because either they're already out working on a story or they're formulating their ideas and getting ready. For instance, this is our morning meeting where the reporters and producers and managers sit down together, talk about the news of the day. They ask the question, what's happening? What are people talking about? And here's where they decide what of those stories they're going to cover. But speaking of cover, I think there's some breaking news.
Rosemary, this is where it gets exciting. I'm at the assignment desk. This is kind of the central nervous system of the newsroom. You're looking at Davita Blunt. She's our assignment editor. She assigns the reporters and the photographers to where they're going. Right now, we're actually, as you mentioned, in a spot news or breaking news situation. That means something has just happened in Greensboro. Davita is where all that information comes into. She gets the phone calls. She figures out what is happening, and then she tells folks where to go. So right now, she's getting that information of whatever might have happened, and she's going to tell Tony Harrison, our reporter, and Sonnet Treptow, our photographer, where exactly they need to go so they can get that information and give it to the people that are watching the news. And while we're here, I'll tell you what else we do here at the assignment desk. This is our big board where we basically tell folks where they're going to be during the day, what they're going to be covering, and where they're going to go to get the information. So you say, hey, that person's doing this particular story and they're in this particular vehicle. That helps Davita know where people are at all times, because in these breaking news situations, she'll need to call them and tell them where to go to break off of what they've been doing. So now I think we're going to be in a situation where Sonnet and Tony are going to be headed out the door, and now they're off to cover the news that just broke. And now we head to Rosemary, who's going to show us how we put all this stuff together for the news this evening.
The day begins with a morning editorial meeting. Reporters, producers, promotions, and news managers attend. The assignment desk reviews day of events, and reporters pitch story ideas.
One guy's already in prison.
Within 30 minutes, reporters have their assignments for the day and are out the door. Producers and managers discuss additional stories not covered by reporters. Story placement in the newscast and a preliminary rundown is in place. Then breaking news.
And if you look over my shoulder, you can see where the SWAT team was staging to go in. That bright light pointing at us right now.
Everyone in the newsroom realizes breaking news and breaking weather can happen at any time. And when that's the case, the plans change.
We've been following these thunderstorms for the past several hours.
The assignment desk is in control of the crew's locations and gives instructions. As the news changes, the assignment desk moves crews and live trucks around. The assignment desk also filters information to the producers, the web, to anchors on the desk, and reporters in the field.
You'll be driving and the road looks fine, and then all of a sudden you'll hit this huge pocket of water.
If the situation warrants, Fox 23 News will break into programming or cover commercials to alert viewers of serious situations.
There are now one line.
News managers oversee the coverage and are involved in any discussion regarding controversial video or ethical issues. All of the discussions take place well in advance of newscasts. A second editorial meeting takes place at 1:30 to review rundowns for the 5 and 5:30 newscasts, and assignments are handed out for the 9 p.m. newscast. Promotions works very closely with news and changes the promotion plan as the news changes. Back out in the field, reporters and photographers work as a team to turn an idea into a story on TV. The average story that runs 1 minute 15 seconds takes anywhere from 1 to 6 hours to research, shoot, write, and edit.
Hi, I'm Carly Timmons. I'm assignment editor here at ABC Action News. I monitor every other station in our viewing vicinity, all the scanners, all police and fire agencies.
Can you do me a favor and call somebody over at Hillsborough County?
Yeah. When reporters call in for scripts, supers, any updates to their stories, I either transfer them, send out emails, or just yell across the newsrooms. Producers, I sent out a list of talkback information from KNXV from tonight in Phoenix. This is the assignment desk board. This is where we keep track of everybody, what live trucks are in, who's with who, what stories they're working on. The most difficult and funnest part is multitasking. Trying to do everything that's in front of me and keeping track of everybody all at the same time.